Hello, this is javadhamidi, co-founder of TATBIM. In this video, I will show you how to struggle less with slow motion views and lagging in your Revit project and how to optimize that. Let's go. Maybe you have worked on many projects, maybe a small or big project. It doesn't make any difference when you don't do some things or some operation that I will mention in this video. Your Revit project will get slower and slower when your project progress. Don't skip this video and watch it until end. You will thank me at the end of this video. Okay, let's go to the screen share and let me show you 10 tips or more to how to optimize our Revit files and how to decrease or make our laggings and slow motion views less. The first way of optimizing our files or solving our lagging is to hide the elements that we are not working with them at the moment. For example, for this view, I have worked with the DWG file for the reference file, but now I don't need that for the moment, so I would hide them, and you can see the difference in scrolling and panning the view. Or for example, if you are not working with the furniture and equipment, you can hide it with VG, pressing VG and hiding them in your visibility graphic. The second way of optimizing our workflow is to use a appropriate view range for our Revit files. For example, maybe you will think that if I'm not seeing the foundation here, Revit won't calculate it. But in the background of Revit, it is true that you are not seeing it. But if it is in the boundary of view range, Revit will calculate this element and it will take a space in your RAM. So it is the best way is to optimize your view range according to your view with the elements you want to see. The third option is to don't forget compact your files in the weekly periods or monthly periods. To do that, you need to go to the file option menu from here and click on save as, and from here click on project, and from here click on option and check this box on to compact your file. It will reduce your file size and also it will optimize your project, and it really increase your speed for working. The fourth option is that because of the reason that I told you in the view range part, you don't need to calculate the elements behind these walls and other elements in your sections and in your elevations. To hide them and to stop them from calculating, you need to set a for clip in your sections and in your elevations. To do that, in the properties tab, you need to go to the for clipping and click on clip with line and click on OK, and you just need to adjust the distance for the range that you want to calculate. For example, it is 35 and it is good for this project. Let me show you the change in these two way. For example, if I would do the wireframe mode in this part, we can see many things behind it. But if you would change the for clipping to no clip option, you will see how many elements will be shown, and Revit should calculate all of them, so you can understand the difference. The next one is to delete your unnecessary views that you have created in the process of modeling. For example, I have 3 other views that have been duplicated from this view. But at the end, when I'm going to deliver the file to my own client, I don't need them anymore. So you should delete the unnecessary views, and it will help you, and it will help your file to being optimized, and also it will help your speed. So don't forget to delete unnecessary views in your Revit project. The most effective way that I can show you is the purging your file. I can say it is the most effective one. To do that, you just need to go to the Manage tab, and from Settings panel, click on Purge Unused. But let me first explain the work that Purge will do. For example, in the process of modeling to test some families on your project, you may have uploaded or loaded some families that at the end you haven't used them, or you have created some wall types, stair types that you haven't used them, and you just made them for maybe testing and other kind of processes. You can see I have 96 elements of these elements that I haven't used them in my project. Purge will delete all of them, and it will reduce your file size very efficiently, and it will increase and rocket your file speed. The seventh option of this set of works is solving your warnings. What are the warnings? In the process of modeling, you may have caused some warnings on your Revit file. For example, overlapping floors, overlapping columns and walls, and other kind of things that will reduce your file speed. But don't worry, you just need to go to the Manage tab, and from the Inquiry panel, you just need to solve these problems. It is good practice to solve these problems for all of your project, or at least look at them. Maybe and definitely it will help to reduce your errors in your modeling, and also at the end it will help to optimize your files, and it will increase your speed too. If you are using worksets to manage your collaboration process, or to manage your files and parts of your files or your blocks of work, you don't forget to close the workset that you are not working with them at the moment. For example, I'm just going to work with the basement part of this project. So I'm going to close other worksets. To do that, you just need to go to the Collaborate tab, and from there, in the Manage Collaboration, click on Workset and close the other worksets other than basement. Select all of them and click on Close from here, and hide them, or close them. Now you can see, if I would change the way it will be shown again, now I can work very efficiently and with more speed in comparison with the last status. The ninth option is, when you are working with your project, you will open many views and sometimes you don't need all of them, and all of them will take some memory spaces from your machine. So don't forget to close the close some views that you are not using at the moment. To do that, the easiest one is to click on this option here, Close Inactive Views. It will close all of the views that you are not working with them at the moment. But also in each status, you can again open them very easily from your project browser. The next one is, when you are going to import some DWGs or you want to bring them in your Revit files, you have two ways. The first one is link cat, and the second one is import cat. Make sure to use link cat instead of import cat, because when you are using import cat, the file sizes of your DWGs will be added to your Revit files, and it also will slow your computer and your files. So don't forget to use link cat instead of import cat. The next step to optimize your Revit file is to audit your files. It is some works that I'm not going to describe it more, but it will do some process in the back stage of your Revit files with the database optimization and with the database organization. You should do the audit in periods of maybe weekly or monthly for your Revit files, and it will add some speed to your Revit files, and also it will reduce the chance of corrupting your files. So don't forget to audit your files in weekly periods or monthly periods. When you are working in CAD to BIM process on your working with families, you may have loaded some DWGs in your files. Don't forget to delete all of the DWG files and all of the associated files to them at the end of the project. DWG files are a killer for our Revit file speed, so don't forget to delete all of them. The 14th step the 14th step that you should remind yourself when you are working with your families is if you are using some DWG for reference, for referencing of your families, first, don't explode them in your families and just use them as a block. And also when you're saving your families and you are going to upload them in your Revit project, even if they are hidden, so don't forget to delete them from your Revit families. It will be very useful to your file speed. So don't forget to do that. The next one is a PyRevit tool. When you install PyRevit, you will get a tool that is called Wipe. Use, first of all, don't forget to use this tool cautiously, and before doing anything, know what are you doing. Click on Wipe, and you can wipe many elements in the project. For example, you can wipe empty elevation tags, unused view template, unused filters, subcategories. But it is not like Purge, and it will wipe anything in that category. So don't forget to wipe careful. But you can use this tool efficiently in some ways too. In big projects, working in 3D views will be so hard. So don't forget before creating any 3D views, select the elements that you are going to view them in the 3D view, and use a 3D section tool in the Modify tab to work with them in that area. And also you can make the area bigger, but it will be more efficient to work with this process in big projects.